Hey guys, so welcome along to the first one of these sorts of videos I'm trying to make, so excuse dodgy voice. But here's a really good race I had last night. So I went in first time, I dropped loads of splits after losing a lot of DR last week. So I was in with a lot of B-rated drivers and stuff, a very low lobby for me anyway. And I had two victories where I got third to first and then fourth to first. And then this is the third race I had last night, so bit of a higher split. You've seen there some A and a couple of A plus rated drivers somewhere. I'm starting 7th with a wee lap time 46.3 I believe it was for this race. I'm in the process of getting that down, so it'll be interesting to see what races are like later on today. But yeah, starting here anyway. I don't think we have a very eventful first lap. But before this race, I did have my head down where I was time trialing the track. Got the lap time, my qualifying time for this, and it really set me up to get in the flow of taking everything just right, so I felt really confident going into these races, and it was very consistent. I felt with taking the lines and getting corners sort of the way I wanted to. But yeah, I'm coming up here through the S's, and then I'm well aware of this guy potentially catching me from behind. I know I'm not close enough to anyone in front, but at the same time I'm confident about my pace. So he's getting very close there. You can see a couple of them in the radar behind. Coming up through the chicane. Little lift, get as close to that wall on the outside as you can coming out. There's somebody behind having a wee accident. Prime place for it. And then so we're going to go into lap 2, and this is where the race starts to unfold a wee bit, and then it gets very interesting here. So coming along, braking for the first chicane. Getting through there nicely. There's a few of them bunched up ahead. If you keep an eye on those guys coming up through the next corner. They're all bunched up together there. And somebody goes boom. Bye bye. And there appears to be the perpetrator of that vile act. But then coming up side by side, I don't want to go in and have a near miss there, so I leave him space, and then he appears to flash me, "Thank you, sir." But he's got a 5-second penalty, so he's not going to be a problem for much longer. But coming up here and being really cautious, and I decided not to go for a move there quite early in the race still, but that slowed me down a little bit, and now there's somebody right behind me and I'm right. So coming through this chicane is very close here. Whoops! I just was focusing on the line and where I was heading to throughout the chicane, and then he went bump and just teleported into the wall to become a fixture of the track. So yeah, I'm aware of this guy on my arse coming up out the final corner. So that was a very fortunate second lap, getting me up 2 places. Very close behind me, but wasn't close enough there to make a move or anything, so I kept him aligned. Same thing here, I don't want to make a pass around this area of the track. Bit dangerous. So we're keeping it tight here, everybody's keeping it relatively clean. We're not making any contact. I'm in a sandwich. I'm in a finished German sandwich. It's quite tasty, you know. Be nice with a beer. Coming up through the S is nice and clean, just keeping it together. I think my hands were sweating and I was just going, this is close. Coming up here, I'm going to try and make a move, but whoops, I break two, I miss my line there and go way too deep, so both of them pass straight back by me. And I'm just right, well, fair enough. I made a mistake there, there's no contact. Coming through here, we make a little wobble, but still no walls hit. So we're doing okay. Now I'm just going to try and focus on catching these two guys back up and getting back up to 5th or 4th. And then we come up, whoop, beware of him. But he had a wee wobble there, so just taking advantage of that and going up into 5th now. We thought he wasn't close enough to make a move, so I kept to the racing line through there, but he came awfully close to my backside there. But still keeping things cool here. Whoops, wee bump. I'm calm at this point, and I'm just focused on staying behind in the slip with the finish guy in front of me. Focusing on keeping the braking points where they should be as well, so I'm getting through those S's quite nicely. Coming up Des chicane soon, not for the last time, but we're getting there. So we've got a bit more space around me this time anyway, than previous laps being sandwiches. Lots of sandwiches in this race. Wee bit of a lift there. Oh, he has a wee bump there, which allows me to catch up. Go in and take the inside. Oh, I'm right by him. I could almost have gone in a wee bit more. But no, we'll leave quite enough space and then we'll take that position anyway. Almost side by side there, but he doesn't quite have the run, so he settles back in behind me. I'm trying to stick to the left because I was going to try and defend, but then he just went up inside anyway and pinned it there. Coming up here, oh goodness. He was going to try and take the inside there, but must have realised he didn't quite have the nose. And because I could see exactly where he was, I just pulled in safely and kept the position. That was very nice. So we're keeping it tight through there anyway. He's going to be right behind me because he's very quick. Oh, somebody's having a wobble up here. He goes off. He slowed right down. I'm going to catch him up here. But oh, a slightly miss making the pass and actually bump into a corner of him. He goes through. Whoops, wee tap goes through. Thank you. Oh my goodness, sir. Sorry about that wee bump, but you all did it to yourselves. It's like Christmas this come. In this race, it's like Christmas. It's been amazing. Now we get through there, but that guy behind me had an unbelievable run, so he comes and takes back second. Fair enough, sir. Dive! That came out of absolutely nowhere. I had not seen that coming on the radar, and I was laughing hysterically. amazing final corner, finishing in third then, from 7th position up to 3rd. So yeah, I was well happy with that, and it was just an outstanding race where I was getting very lucky in the midst of lots of battles and carnage going on and stuff. I really enjoyed that. That was an end to an amazing stream I had the other night, so thanks again to everybody who comes and hangs out with us sometimes, and everyone who was there last night. But there we go. That's just one of the favourite races I've had so far. And I forgot to save the replay of the race, but then I kept this week clips, so it's I had to share it, dude. So thanks everybody anyway for coming and checking that out. Let me know what you think anyway, and I'll catch you all in the next stream.